Good evening, all my South Orange Maplewood listeners, and all those other listeners in the towns of Millburn, Livingston, Irvington, West Orange, East Orange, Orange, and Newark. Welcome to In the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience, and live on the World Wide Web at SOMA.org, and the only radio show covering all your news, opinions, politics, talk, and sports happening in the South Orange Maplewood communities. You can listen to us every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And reach us at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626 to participate in the discussion. We have an interesting program lined up for you this evening, and I look forward to your participation in the discussion. And you know how we do it here in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. We start off with giving you the news from the different websites, online newspapers that cover South Orange and Maplewood. And you know there's always some breaking news story somewhere with respect to South Orange and Maplewood. And tonight, we're also going to talk to you about the new organization that has been formed in South Orange and Maplewood. And they're going to be having a seminar this coming Saturday at the Maplewood Public Library. And we're going to be getting more into that. And if you also listen to South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience, we have some new programming coming to you as well. So, and in addition to that, we're also going to be talking about the South Orange Maplewood Special Education Parent Advisory Committee. They had some strong disagreements with regard to the 2014-2015 school district budget. We're going to get into that as well. So let's go directly over to the maplewoodian.com and see what my friend Joe Strupp is reporting on the maplewoodian.com tonight. Maplewood postal carrier robbed at gunpoint. A mail carrier was the victim of an armed robbery Tuesday afternoon, police said. The U.S. Postal Service worker was on duty delivering on the 200 block of Laurel Avenue, said Captain Michael Marucci of the Maplewood Police. Around 4:30 p.m., he was approached by two males who displayed a gun and demanded money, said the captain. The suspect took a phone and cash and then fled on foot east down Laurel Avenue, Marucci added. The mail carrier was unharmed, the captain said. The police were called at about 4:51 p.m., authorities said. And there's not much going on from my friend Joe Strupp over at maplewoodian.com this week. But we also have Democratic Chair Grudman discusses endorsement of the Township Committee primary. With the 2014 Township Committee election approaching, we want to let you know that the Maplewood Democratic Committee, which offers its own endorsement for the TC seats up for grabs, met a few nights ago to consider potential candidates. 2 seats on the 5-person Township Committee are up for re-election this year. Those are held by Mayor Victor DeLuca and Township Committee member India Laria. Both plan to meet with the Maplewood Democratic Committee to seek the endorsement. The deadline for filing to run in the primary is Monday, March the 31st. The primary will be held June the 4th. And there you have it from the maplewoodian.com, my good friend Joe Strupp. And let's go over to the Essex News Daily. South Orange woman fights to prevent gun violence. Kathy Allen Roth of South Orange is a mother, piano teacher, and churchgoer, and she draws on her experience from all three as an activist. Allen Roth has been working towards gun violence prevention for more than a year, planning events to raise awareness about the widespread occurrence of gun violence in the United States. Most recently, Allen Roth has helped a church, the Unitarian Church in Summit, to organize a 3-part lecture series on gun violence in the United States, bringing in speakers to discuss protecting children, firearm safety, and gun legislation. Alan Roth, who moved to Maplewood, South Orange community 16 years ago, after reading a story in the New York Times about the Community Coalition on Race, has a son at South Orange Middle and gives approximately 30 piano lessons each week. The educator knew she wanted to become involved in gun violence prevention after the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newton, Connecticut in December 2012. And here's a story we already reported to you. Not again, troubled taxpayer Lauryn Hill slapped with another bill from the IRS for $867,000. Nearly 6 months after Lauryn Hill finished serving prison time for tax evasion, the IRS is on her case again. RadarOnline.com has exclusively learned that the former Fuji singer was recently slapped with yet another batch of liens from the IRS to the tune of nearly $867,000. According to tax documents filed on January 14th and obtained by Radar, the IRS have served Hill with 7 separate liens for a grand total of $866,868. So sorry to see one of our great celebrities in South Orange and Maplewood, Lauryn Hill, seems to be in trouble with the IRS again. And we welcome a new person, South Orange Maplewood Place, better known as Place New Jersey, one of the new online websites covering South Orange and Maplewood. Construction has begun in a new residential and retail development at the corner of 3rd and Valley Street in South Orange called 3rd and Valley. The development will be home to 215 apartments, retail space, and a parking garage. Jonathan Rose Company is the developer for the project. A groundbreaking celebration was held last Friday and was attended by Village President Alex Torpy, developer Jonathan Rose of Jonathan Rose Companies, and various community leaders and citizens. The construction site includes what used to be 2 of South Orange commuter permits parking lot and the headquarters of the South Orange Rescue Squad. In order to make way for the development, the sidewalk on 3rd Street has been closed off and the South Orange Rescue Squad has temporarily relocated to 13 4th Street. The Jonathan Rose Company has awarded $1.1 million to the South Orange Rescue Squad to fund a permanent headquarters, which will be built in the near future next to the South Orange Fire Department headquarters. The development is expected to be completed in late 2015. And we go over to the patch. James Rebhorn, Homeland star, South Orange resident, dies at 65. James Rebhorn, a popular actor with an impressive TV, film, and Broadway career, died last Friday at his home in South Orange. Rebhorn, 65, died of melanoma, his agent Diane Bush told the New York Times. Rebhorn amassed more than 100 credits, most recently in Showtime's Homeland as Frank Matheson, the father of Claire Danes' CIA officer role as Carrie Matheson. Rebhorn, who also appeared in The Scent of a Woman, Independence Day, My Cousin Vinny, and The Game, was also known for his role as the prosecutor who sent the Seinfeld clan to jail in the series final. Condolences go out to the Rebhorn family. And we go over to the alternative press. Dr. Robin Silverman to speak about battling media messages faced by kids. Jeff Lake Camp and Lake Bryn Mawr Camp will be presenting guest speaker Dr. Robin Silverman to discuss how media messaging impacts our kids and what we can do about it at Temple Shari Tefillah, Israel, on Tuesday, April the 1st at 7:30 p.m. The messages that girls in particular get on magazine covers and the role models presented on television shows tell girls that it's all about their looks and not about their brains, and not about what they do, said camp director Jane Kagan. Dr. Silverman will be offering tips and takeaways to help parents combat those negative messages. She has been featured regularly on Today's Show, Good Morning America, and ABC Nightline. South Orange Maplewood School Superintendent talks math at Town Hall discussion. Parent, teachers, and principals of South Orange and Maplewood School District had a lot to discuss with Superintendent of School Dr. Brian Osborne at the Town Hall meeting held last week at Marshall Elementary School. Shortly after Osborne's introduction, the floor was open for intense dialogue. Immediately, the discussion focused almost solely on the many changes in the district's math program. A seemingly simple question on why the district was eliminating the pull-out math enrichment programs for grades 4 and 5 started the open forum. Osborne concluded that budget cuts over the years have led to this decision, but reassured that another way to implement advancement in math which would go into effect by choosing the best aspect of the program and bringing them to the classroom. South Mountain YMCA and the Township of Maplewood partner with Easter Seals to fight obesity. The South Orange Mountain YMCA and Maplewood Township have joined forces with Easter Seals New Jersey as the Inclusive Health Coalition for the National Center on Health, Disability, and Physical Activity. A new health and wellness initiative for those living with disabilities called Be Well and Thrive will fight the rise of obesity and related decline in health. The partnership of Easter Seals and the Township of Maplewood is rounding out the expansion of our recreation services to our disabled residents and their families, said Township Committee woman Kathleen Leventhal. This collaboration is an example of the mission of Maplewood Love Wellness, bringing groups together to build on the wellness of each Maplewoodian. And as we continue, let's go over what's going on March the 24th through the 30th. Yes, that's Maplewood Restaurant Week, sponsored by Keller Williams Midtown Direct Realty and benefiting Rent Party Pantry Incorporated. This year, Rent Restaurant Week is supporting Rent Party Pantry Incorporated in its effort to fight hunger locally. So come out this week and sample the quality and variety and hospitality of Maplewood's restaurant and food purveyors for less and help fight hunger on the local level. Participating restaurants are generously donating a portion of their restaurant week profits to Rent Party Pantry Incorporated. So dine out and feel good about giving back. In addition, many restaurants and 2 local businesses will be collecting canned goods during restaurant week. They will also have a poster in their windows identifying them as a can collection site so you can easily spot them when you are out and about. Maplewood Restaurant